What can you do to make yourself even more remarkable? By using this channel, you can utilize the power of your intellect and knowledge to reach new heights. This channel is centered around a humble heart. It's crucial to be open to new ideas at all times, continuous learning. The discussion centers around the Eastern concepts of heaven and humankind, Taoism and nature, and the balance between yin and yang. Follow the governing laws of the universe. By employing calculations based on neural AI, the goal is to examine the distinction between the appearance and reality of facts, and emphasize the link between knowledge and action. Continuously learning and improving in practice is crucial. Organize the ideas learned from previous doctoral studies with the current situation. Do you know? The longitude and latitude of each region on Earth are specific, and each region has its own unique environmental resources. Hello everyone! Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the latest economic trends affecting your wallet. From unexpected rises in producer prices to the subtle shifts in consumer pricing, understand what this means for the economy and your personal finances. Stay tuned as we break down the complex dance between PPI and CPI and what it signals for future economic stability. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our economic insights. In a world where ancient wisdom intersects with modern economic practices, the Jing, or Book of Changes, offers a unique perspective that is seldom explored in contemporary financial analyses. As global markets teeter on the brink of uncertainty and traditional economic indicators provide mixed signals, the ancient hexagrams of the Jing serve not just as spiritual guidance but as practical tools for understanding and predicting market movements. This video delves into how the Jing's philosophical underpinnings can be aligned with modern pricing strategies, particularly in a climate where corporate pricing power appears to be waning. The Jing, or the Book of Changes, is an ancient Chinese text that has served as a source of philosophical insight and decision-making guidance for centuries. Its relevance today, however, extends beyond personal growth and spiritual enlightenment into the realm of economic analysis. As we grapple with a global economy marked by rapid change and uncertainty, the Jing's hexagrams provide a unique framework for interpreting complex market dynamics. Traditionally used for divination, the Jing's approach to understanding the interconnectedness of various forces in the universe can be metaphorically applied to the financial markets. Each hexagram, or a figure composed of 6 lines, represents a specific situation or phase in the cyclical movement of the world. By studying these hexagrams, economists and strategists can glean insights into the potential directions and changes in market conditions. This part of the video introduces 2 critical hexagrams, Li Wei Huo and Shui Feng Jing, which will be analyzed in subsequent sections for their implications on modern economic conditions and pricing strategies. The hexagram Li Wei Huo, often associated with adversity and the purification that comes through it, holds significant implications for understanding economic turbulence. In the context of a slowing economy and diminishing corporate pricing power, Li Wei Huo suggests that businesses may face challenges that necessitate a more refined approach to pricing and market engagement. Economically, Li Wei Huo symbolizes the potential for transformation within the market dynamics. It encourages businesses to adapt by understanding deeper market forces and responding strategically rather than reactively. This involves recognizing the initial signs of market stress and adjusting pricing strategies to maintain consumer trust and financial stability. Practically, this hexagram advises companies to stay resilient and innovate in response to adversity. For instance, during economic downturns, businesses that reassess their pricing models and explore new market segments can better withstand the pressures and emerge stronger. Li Wei Huo teaches us that through challenges, companies can purify their strategies and refine their operations to better align with the evolving economic landscape. Shui Feng Jing, translating to wind over water, metaphorically represents the idea of surface-level calmness with underlying currents of change, aptly reflecting the current state of the Chinese economy. As China navigates through recovery phases from various economic shocks, this hexagram provides valuable insights into the underlying movements that are not immediately apparent on the surface. In the economic context, Shui Feng Jing suggests that while the overall market may appear stable, underlying currents are shaping future outcomes. This is particularly relevant when analyzing China's economic policies, investment strategies, and market responses. The hexagram indicates that investors should look beyond apparent stability and anticipate the deeper shifts that could alter the market landscape. Investment strategies derived from this understanding involve a cautious approach to the Chinese market, emphasizing the need for in-depth analysis of sectors that may be influenced by these underlying currents. For instance, sectors like real estate or technology in China may offer opportunities, but require careful consideration of the less visible risks and shifts indicated by Shui Feng Jing. The ability of corporations to set and maintain prices is a critical aspect of their financial health, especially in volatile economic conditions. Recent trends in the US economy suggest a potential slowdown, which could restrict companies' pricing power and impact their profitability. In this context, the Jing provides a framework for understanding and responding to these economic signals through its emphasis on sensitivity and interdependence, as seen in the hexagram Jian. Sensitivity to economic indicators is crucial. Companies must be vigilant in monitoring data such as the Producer Price Index and the Consumer Price Index, which provide early signs of inflationary trends or consumer resistance to price increases. The Jing's principle of sensitivity to subtle shifts aligns with the need for businesses to adapt their pricing strategies promptly to avoid losing market share. For instance, a company observing a significant rise in PPI might anticipate higher production costs that could eventually be passed on to consumers, affecting their buying behavior. Adjusting prices or improving cost efficiency in production can help mitigate this impact. This part of the essay explores how companies can use economic indicators to strategically manage their pricing power without alienating consumers. Understanding the relationship between the Producer Price Index and the Consumer Price Index is fundamental for businesses to effectively manage their pricing strategies. PPI measures the average change over time in the selling prices received by domestic producers for their output, while CPI measures the average change over time in the prices paid by urban consumers for a market basket of consumer goods and services. The connection between PPI and CPI is crucial because it indicates how changes in production costs are passed on to consumers. If PPI increases significantly but CPI remains stable, it suggests that companies are absorbing higher costs rather than passing them on to consumers, potentially squeezing profit margins. This scenario is particularly relevant in a weak economic environment where consumer spending power is limited. Recent data has shown a divergence between PPI and CPI, with PPI rising due to increased costs of raw materials and production, while CPI has not risen proportionately, suggesting a weakening in corporate pricing power. This part of the video examines specific instances from recent economic reports and discusses strategies companies might employ to navigate these challenges while maintaining profitability and market competitiveness. This market is not correlated in any way. The USD and crude are experiencing declines, which is unusual, and the 30-year T-bond is trading at a lower price. It is important for the financials to always be in line with the US dollar, with bonds following when the dollar rises and vice versa. The correlation between higher S&P and lower crude trading can be seen. The correlation between gold trading higher and the US dollar trading down is evident. In my opinion, gold has an inverse relationship with the US dollar. When the US dollar is weak, gold tends to increase in value and vice versa. Imagine it like a seesaw, and when one side is up, the other should be down. To be clear, if we don't have a correlated market, it means something is not right. Being aware of this and proceeding with your eyes wide open is necessary for traders. The Hang Seng and Shanghai exchanges stand out among the majority of Asian exchanges that are trading higher. The DAX and Paris exchanges are the only exchanges where Europe's trading is mainly higher. Market sentiment can significantly influence corporate pricing strategies and overall market dynamics. The Jing, with its emphasis on understanding and responding to subtle energies and changes, offers a unique perspective on interpreting market sentiments. This part of the essay explores how businesses can use tools like sentiment analysis and consumer behavior studies to gauge the mood of the market and adjust their strategies accordingly. One method is through sentiment analysis, which involves mining data from social media, news trends, and consumer feedback to get a sense of how people feel about the market or specific products. This information can be invaluable for businesses trying to determine the right time to adjust prices or launch new products. The Jing's hexagrams, such as Sun representing wind and Kan representing water, metaphorically suggest adaptability and depth in understanding, respectively. These principles can be applied to market sentiment analysis, where businesses must be adaptable in their strategies based on a deep understanding of consumer attitudes and market conditions. In today's interconnected world, geopolitical events can have a profound impact on market strategies. The ongoing tensions in places like the Middle East and trade disputes between major economies can disrupt markets and influence global economic policies. The Jing offers insights into navigating these complex dynamics through its teachings on harmony and the interplay of various forces. For instance, the hexagram Gen, representing thunder, suggests sudden and powerful changes, mirroring the impacts of geopolitical events that can abruptly alter market conditions. Companies must be prepared for such changes, using strategies that allow for flexibility and rapid response to ensure sustainability and growth. This part of this video analyzes specific geopolitical events and their impacts on global markets, using the Jing's wisdom to propose strategic responses that align with the principles of balance and adaptability, ensuring companies can turn challenges into opportunities. In times of economic uncertainty and geopolitical risk, gold has traditionally been viewed as a safe haven by investors. The recent upticks in geopolitical tensions have once again highlighted gold's role in investment strategies. The Jing's hexagrams can be interpreted to provide deeper insights into this phenomenon, particularly through the lens of Bai, which represents the concept of nourishment and preservation. The rising demand for gold can be seen as a response to the need for economic nourishment in uncertain times. As tensions escalate, the instinct to preserve capital becomes prominent, driving investors towards gold. All of this tells us one thing: demand for gold shows no sign of slowing down anytime soon, which ultimately suggests that prices are only heading in one direction from here. And that's higher, a lot higher. As the world faces the real possibility of a second wave of inflation, the big question now is, how will the Fed respond? Whichever way you look at it, one thing is clear: the macroeconomic backdrop for gold in 2024 is looking more bullish than ever before, and it certainly won't take much for prices to breach new record highs in the coming weeks and months ahead. The Jing's perspective encourages viewing this trend not just as a temporary shift in investor behavior, but as part of a larger cyclical pattern of seeking stability during times of chaos. This part of the video explores the reasons behind gold's enduring appeal as a safe haven, supported by historical data and current market analysis. It also discusses how investors can use insights from the Jing to make informed decisions about including gold in their portfolios during various economic cycles. Global trade policies are currently undergoing significant changes, with many countries re-evaluating their trade relationships and strategies in response to economic, political and security concerns. The Jing, with its emphasis on the dynamics of change and adaptation, provides a valuable framework for understanding and responding to these developments. This part of this video examines recent shifts in global trade policies, such as the increased protectionism seen in some economies and the push towards regional trade agreements. By applying the principles of the Jing, businesses and policymakers can better navigate the complexities of these changes, ensuring they align with both economic objectives and the broader need for global cooperation and stability. Strategies derived from the Jing's teachings, like the hexagram DUI, representing exchange and openness, suggest that while protecting domestic interests, countries should also strive for a balance that promotes mutual benefit and long-term stability in international trade relations. The Xi'an hexagram, symbolizing mutual influence and interaction, is particularly relevant to modern corporate strategies, especially in the context of a global economic environment characterized by rapid change and interconnectedness. This hexagram teaches the importance of sensitivity and responsiveness to external conditions, a lesson that is crucial for businesses aiming to maintain competitive pricing strategies without sacrificing profitability. This part of this video delves into the specific teachings of the Xi'an hexagram and how they can be applied to real-world business scenarios. It includes case studies of companies that have successfully integrated these principles into their strategic planning, resulting in improved market responsiveness and enhanced competitive advantage. Additionally, the discussion will explore how the interdependence highlighted by the Xi'an hexagram can inform a more collaborative approach to business challenges, encouraging partnerships and cooperative strategies that leverage collective strengths to overcome economic uncertainties. Economic slowdowns present significant challenges for businesses, particularly in terms of maintaining profitability and market position. The Jing's teachings on adaptation and balance offer valuable insights into how companies can navigate these periods effectively. This part of the essay discusses strategies for adaptation, such as diversifying product lines, optimizing operational efficiencies, and engaging in strategic collaborations. The principle of finding balance, as seen in the Jing, is crucial during slowdowns, where the temptation might be to either drastically cut costs or aggressively invest in growth initiatives. Instead, the Jing advises a more measured approach, focusing on aligning business operations with the current economic climate and preparing for eventual recovery. Practical steps discussed include re-evaluating pricing strategies to reflect changes in consumer demand, implementing cost control measures that do not compromise long-term growth potential, and exploring new market opportunities that can provide alternative revenue streams during downturns. As we conclude this exploration of the Jing's relevance to modern economic conditions and corporate pricing strategies, it is clear that this ancient text provides more than just philosophical insights. It offers practical guidance that can help businesses navigate the complexities of today's global economic landscape. The future of global economics is undoubtedly fraught with uncertainties. However, by integrating the wisdom of the Jing with contemporary economic analysis, businesses can develop strategies that are not only reactive, but also proactive, anticipating changes and positioning themselves favorably for future developments. This essay has demonstrated that the timeless wisdom of the Jing can indeed be a valuable asset in decoding economic signals and crafting effective pricing strategies. The lessons of sensitivity, balance and adaptability are more relevant than ever, helping businesses to thrive in an ever-changing economic environment. Thank you for joining me on this journey through ancient wisdom and modern economics. As we move forward, let us carry these insights with us, applying them to meet the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead in our interconnected world.